back to the Daily Update from the Wayne County Sheriff's Office. I'm Captain Doug Hunter, coming to you today on March the 24th, 2020. If you were out and about today, I hope it was for essential travel, because the stay-at-home order by the Ohio governor and the Ohio Department of Health did go into effect. Now, certainly law enforcement officers are deemed to be essential, so I'm here at work today as the rest of our staff is each and every day. But I was out, and there is a marked decrease in the amount of people that are in the parking lots, on the roadways, and so forth. Certainly there are people that are out and about getting what they need, and there's probably some people that should not be out, and they're out as well. But I want to say thank you to the individuals who have taken this order seriously and are staying at home and only traveling if it's truly essential to do so, because your efforts will undoubtedly be part of the success of keeping our residents safe here in our community and throughout Ohio and even beyond. The less exposure that there is, the better. Now, speaking of exposure, I've had several questions come my way about the Wayne County Jail, which obviously is here in the building where I'm at today. Checked just a few moments ago, it's just a little after 3 p.m., and found that there's exactly 100 inmates in jail today. Now, that's down from about 125, which is our normal amount each and every day. As you're aware, the jail is always up to capacity. So fewer people in jail, and that's as a result of several different things. First of all, officers throughout the county are being a little more selective on the folks that they make arrest on. Now, the fact that an on-view arrest is not made does not mean the person gets off scot-free or nothing's going to happen. In some cases, what happens is the report is then forwarded to the prosecutor's office, and the person will be summoned into court at a later date. Ordinarily, that person might be arrested, brought to jail, fingerprinted, photographed, and so forth, and then released on a reconnaissance bond and ordered to come to court later. So we're avoiding that process. Also, there's a screening process in the jail for those that are arrested and brought in. Their special health screening, as well as taking their temperature and evaluating the situation to see if it's safe to bring that person into jail. If not, in some cases they're transported to the hospital by the arresting agency. So we're on top of that situation. Also, the Wayne County judges are in contact with their jail each and every day, evaluating who should come and who should go. Sometimes there's a misconception that we can just turn people loose and send them on down the road. Well, that's not the case. When people are sentenced to jail, it is part of a judge's order. So the judge will say, you're ordered to spend the next 6 months in jail, for example. Well, we cannot say, well, this person's been good for 30 days and turn them loose. The judge that sends them to jail is the same judge that will grant them an early release. So our judges are keeping a constant eye on this situation and will act accordingly when the time comes. So again, caution is being used by everybody involved in that, and of course the decision is not ours to release individuals. Today, deputies responded to the typical types of calls that we're seeing. One of our deputies was involved in a domestic dispute between a daughter and her mother, and the daughter decided to spit on the deputy, which resulted in an additional charge. It's very similar to assault. So not a good idea there on her part. Otherwise, again, I want to say thank you for those that are sheltering in place, not really the proper term, but staying at home and limiting their exposure. Very, very important at this time. Happy to report that our illness here within the Sheriff's Office has been minimal. So we've got staff out and about, and hopefully you're seeing a increase in visibility, not only from the deputies from our office, but law enforcement in general, to deter any type of shenanigans, if you will, that may occur as a result of people being out of work or otherwise. Realize that crime does not stop just because there's a stay-home order in place by the governor. People are still going to do the same things that they've been doing before as far as criminal activity, as likewise on the medical side, people are still going to have heart attacks, strokes, and other medical problems that require a response from the EMS folks. So that is what I have for you for today. Remember, as always, to think a little more of others and a little less of yourself, and things will be a whole lot better right here in Wayne County, Ohio.